Here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, under our 8th caution, you see what is left of Vitor Mirror's Dallara chassis. And as we take another look at what happened, we can tell you we have word that Vitor was alert but complaining of pain. We don't know exactly where, and this was wicked.
It's really difficult to ever pass somebody in turn one on the outside, but at the end of the race when there's marbles up high, it's almost impossible. But I think they just miscued because Matos moved down actually.
Now, in situations like this, all these race cars have black boxes on them, just like aircraft do. So everybody will have an opportunity to look at this information. There's ear accelerometers inside the driver's helmet. Now watch these two cars come together. Just a vicious impact. But all that information in the black box has already been downloaded into the medical center here. So the doctors in there, Dr. Trammell, Dr. Scheid, will know exactly the impact level on this crash.
What you've got to explain here is that these cars are made out of some very exotic materials, and all of that energy gets absorbed in that front nose box. And that front nose box, although it looks destroyed, it has absorbed so much of the impact, as has the wall. Force out of their cars, and that's always a big risk, because when you do that, you change the balance of the car, and you might end up loose like Davey Hamilton was.
All right, so as Danica continues on this quest to win and be the first woman to win at Indy, take a look at Scott Dixon as he's got a half-second lead, but there's an order from pit lane. Scott, here you go. Oh, no, we have a huge crash. And a second contact, and it looks like it is Tony Kanaan.
That was a big one.
The 7-11 of Tony Kanaan into the wall hard for the second year in a row. And I don't know what happened in this one, guys, because when we saw it, he had already made the first contact. Comes to a stop. The wheel comes off, and the Delphi safety team is right there.
That was a big hit.
I think for his family watching at home, they know that Tony's okay. He's moving inside the cockpit. And for his son, Leonardo, Tony said that he was going to be watching today. His son is only 2 years old. And Danica Patrick gave him a go-kart to use when he becomes of age. And Tony said, I hope he doesn't get into motor racing.
Did you see how he was sitting on the car? He wants to get out, but he just doesn't quite have the presence of mind or the calmness yet to step away from it. That was a big hit. And it's so sad to see this great driver every time he comes to Indy have some sort of a problem. I'm really looking forward to seeing the replay to see what happened, but he's fine.
He is fine. Let's go on board. Just listen in.
Oh, something broke on the car.
Something absolutely broke and put the
here's
car
the bad
on the wall.
hit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the second hit was even worse. Take another look. Well, that's the end of it right there.
It could be a drive shaft. It just turned sharp right.
Yeah.
This guy just has no luck at all here.
And you saw Tony making an adjustment on his steering wheel that had nothing to do with the first impact. The second impact that you mentioned, he has no control right now, Eddie. We've both been in that position before. His brakes aren't working, the car is not even on the ground correctly, and he is just a passenger knowing that he's going to hit the wall, still at almost probably 205 or 10 miles an hour.
The worst thing is those 4 seconds, as you know you can do nothing. You've had a big hit and you keep going straight from that wall, and there's nothing you can do, so you almost count it down as to where you hit it, and he's very lucky that the walls are not as hard as they used to be.
Well, the sad part also for Tony is as we get ready for another round of pit stops, we've got some more radio communication. Here's Danica's radio.
Now that's a good teammate.
Well, he has been the father figure for everybody else on the team. Danica, Hideki Muto, and certainly Marco. And even after last year, when Marco caused the incident that put Tony into the wall last year, he took the high road and always has.